All right, back once again with Dr. Alim El-Bey. We're going to get into the science of the chakras, or shinkaras, or shinkaru, as well as its effects dealing with herbology. So essentially, we're going to get into the healing with the 7 chakras with herbs. That's essentially what we're going to get into tonight as a discussion of topic. We know that there's plants that have been used as medicines for thousands, millions of years to cure various ailments, for protection, even gain wisdom or knowledge, and to help us actually connect back with nature. The various scriptures, such as the Eber Papyrus, Holy Bible, Holy Quran, the Rig Vedas, speaks of the various plants and their healing properties and treatments of diseases. If you go to the Bible, you can see in Genesis, the 1st chapter, 11th verse, it says the herbs yielding seeds and the fruits. It says giving you every herb bearing seed, which is Genesis 1:29. Also, having given every green herb for meat, Genesis 1:30. So there's various scriptures that verifies the fact that we're supposed to be using herbs. The Ayurveda is one of the oldest medical systems in the world. All right, the proof of that is the oldest religious book from out of India or Hindustan, or as we refer to it as Hindu Kush, as they are Kushites originally, but it is called the Rig Veda. And through the Vedas, it speaks about the different herbs in different places. Now, the most famous hymn is called the healing plant hymn in the Rig Veda, which is 10 through 97. We know that one of the oldest places for herbs in the scriptures would be, like we said, taken from the Eber Papyrus, or the Papyrus Ebers, which was actually referred to as, from here we're going to refer to it as the Imhotep Papyrus, since he is known as the father of medicine. And so we say the Imhotep Papyrus is an Egyptian or ancient Egyptian Sumerian Kemetic medical papyrus of herbal knowledge dating back to over 1550 BC. All right, so amongst the oldest and most important medical papyruses of ancient Temeri or Temeray, it was purchased at Luxor or Thebes in the winter of 1873-74 by George Ebers. So that's why we're going to refer to it from here on out as Imhotep Papyrus. So the Imhotep Papyrus is the longest and the most famous of the documents relating to this most ancient practice of medicine, herbology or herbalism. The papyrus, although written about, like we said, 1550 BC, is really a collection of bits and pieces of folklore, of the people, of the Kemites or the Temerians or Temeranians. All right, so now that y'all know about some of these sources that you can look up and go in and get some information on the herbs, we're going to go into how the herbs can actually create a healing effect upon the 7 major endocrine glands. Some have 9, some have 12, and there will soon be developed 13, which is the star chakra. But let's just deal with the 7 major ones for right now, because in the book of Revelations, The first chapter speaks of 7 stars in the right hand of the Son of Man. Then by Revelation, the 12th chapter speaks of 12 stars above the head of the woman with the crown of gold. So we understand that we're going to go from a 7 major chakra system to develop into a 12 chakra system. All right, some is already have 9 chakra system, because there's 2 particular glands. One is called the barytheric gland, which is about an inch behind the chin, right under the chin area, right above the throat area, which it feels like feel like a ball, or 2 balls right there. All right, then you have in the mouth the epiphany gland, as it is called within the Vedic text, is called the talu gland. All right, not everybody have these particular glands. All right, according to Dr. Deborah Blair, the epiphany gland or the talu gland is the remnants of those who were the gods and the goddesses. He said he didn't know if he wanted for the women who have this gland, he did not know if it was a blessing, or as we would say, bliss, or a curse. Because we understand the word blessing means sacrifice, blood sacrifice in particular. So we say bliss. Or Dr. Malachi York, who speaks about the barytheric gland, in which that was once within the hippocampus area of the brain, in which that developed psychic abilities. Now it's in the submental region of the body, which is under the chin area. All right, these are glands of those who have developed into a 9 chakra system. All right, like I said, soon we'll have a 12 chakra system and one above the head, which would give us a 13th chakra system. All right, but let's deal with the 7 major chakra system right now, or the 7 endocrine glands, referred to as your pineal gland, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, your thymus gland, your spleen, adrenal glands. Also part of that is your pancreas, as well as also within the woman, the uterus and the ovaries, within the male, the prostate and the testes. These are the 7 major endocrine glands within the vast majority of people on this planet. So we're going to deal with them. All right, so here's some of the common herbs associated with the 7 chakras. First chakra would be dandelion root. We know that the root chakra is located at the base of the spine. All right, also is affiliated with the perineum, which is between, for the male, the testes and the anus, and it is the G-spot area of the woman, about 1.5 inches to 3 inches inside of the vaginal canal. But it connects us to the earth, because this is where we receive all our vital nutrients essential to our survival, and is also where body toxins are released. So the root chakra doesn't just ground us physically, it also grounds us temporarily by keeping us in this present moment, in the now. It also grounds us temporarily by keeping us in balance. All right, it keeps us balanced. So any imbalance in the root chakra can lead us to having problems in the legs, the feet, the rectum, the tailbone, the immune system, depression, autoimmune deficiencies. So dandelion tea has been found to be very effective in the treatment of depression, of the gallbladder, high blood pressure, and is actually valuable as a survival plant. This is a plant that you need to keep on hand, all right, all the time, because it contains all 12 nutritive blood, tissue, and muscle salts necessary for the body to purify itself. So dandelion acts as a natural tonic, all right, as a natural tonic to the whole bodily system. It destroys acid in the blood, so it makes the body alkaline. Therefore, dandelion is an excellent blood purifier and builder. All right, it stimulates the liver to detoxify the poisons that has been built up, also within the kidneys to eliminate the waste. Is one of the safest plants, and therefore it must be used in a. It can be used in a tea, even for babies and children. All right, I want to make that clear. It is, matter of fact, it's been used for childhood diseases such as measles, mumps, chickenpox, and other ailments. It's also used, or has been used, as in for people who suffer from insomnia, kidney problems, bladder, gallbladder, pancreas ailments, and actually digestive disorders. All right, it helps heal anemia, bronchitis, constipation, diabetes, cancer, gallstones, gout, jaundice, tonsillitis, skin problems, the flu, heartburn, or what we refer to reflux disease, boils, and etc. All right. Now, if you use dandelion, there's other foods that you can add into it in order to help improve your system. Carrots, beets, parsnips, radishes, onions, garlics, potatoes, anything that has roots, you know, such as various herbs, alfalfa, aloe ferox, maca roots, ginseng root, and etc. All right, can be used to soothe the effects of the root chakra. All right, so I want to make sure that y'all understand that. Right now, for the second chakra, which is the navel or the sacral chakra, it's located right below, at the navel, right below the navel, of the abdominal region, for the women, between the ovaries, for the women, and near the prostate gland for the men. The fundamental quality of this chakra is pure creativity, attention, sensual expression, unencumbered by the ego. All right, now the first chakra, that's the ego. All right, that's the ego, in which that the negative quality of the first chakra is fear. Now, on the second chakra, when this chakra is blocked, it can lead to eating disorders, urinary tract problems, reproduction disorders, occasional headaches and migraines, fevers, emotional imbalances. All right, so the herb in which that is good is licorice, which is very good for the adrenal glands and that region. All right, most common is treatment for colds and coughs, but it's also good for great for fatigue, chronic fatigue, gastric and canker sores and abdominal pain, inflammation, muscle spasms, bronchitis, asthma, pneumonia, even a sexual stimulant. All right, it also improves the complexion in the hair and vision. So other herbs and spices that can benefit, or that are beneficial along with licorice for the second chakra, is fennel, cinnamon, vanilla, carob, paprika, sesame seeds, gardenia, coriander. So these herbs and nuts, or seeds, can be used in order to help heal the second chakra. All right, now the third chakra is the solar plexus, and rosemary is excellent for the solar plexus. All right, the solar plexus is the power center of the emotions and positive self-control. Right, so if this chakra is blocked, we tend to feel unworthy and have a low self-esteem. Our emotional state is one of depression and anxiety. This is where people can take on panic attacks is at this location, because we tend to doubt ourselves and mistrust others. Right, so here's some of the benefits for rosemary as one of the best herbs for the third chakra. All right, we know that rosemary is excellent for cancer prevention. Researchers have done studies and they've seen the effects against breast cancer, prostate cancer, colon cancer, leukemia, and skin cancer from rosemary. We know that rosemary improves the memory. All right. It was, matter of fact, mentioned in a book, a herbal book back in 1529, about how rosemary, it was taken for the weakness of the brain. All right. So it has very good qualities. It also is an immune booster. All right. Because of its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. So it's an excellent overall healer of the body. All right. It's excellent for the digestive system. It's excellent for hair growth. It's excellent for the respiratory health. It's excellent as an anti-aging property. All right. So some of the other herbs in which that correlates is like marshmallow root. All right, in which that helps to relax the third chakra and softens our efforts to control life. It helps us to relax the diaphragm and reconnect to our breath. Other useful herbs and spices are anise, celery, cinnamon, lily of the valley, various mints such as peppermint, spearmint, ginger, turmeric, cumin, and fennel. Once again, all right. The fourth chakra, that's the heart chakra. All right. It's the center of the body. Cause you have the three lower chakras connected, as the heart chakra is the fourth, and then the three higher chakras, which symbolizes connection to the heart. So the heart is the center, all right, or the center of love and compassion and forgiveness of our bodily energy system. Now, when this chakra or Chakra is blocked, we tend to feel disconnected and have problems loving ourselves as well as others. We tend to experience poor circulation on the physical level. We lack empathy of the emotional, at the emotional level. Lack devotion on the spiritual level. Many issues of love, grief, hatred, anger, jealousy, fears of betrayal or loneliness, as well as also the ability to heal ourselves and others, are centered at the fourth chakra. All right, so the best herb to use, or one of the best, is hawthorn berry. Or hawthorn berry increases the trust in the process of life and encourage you to feel safe following your heart. It also helps strengthen the heart and the blood vessels. Hawthorn berry is excellent for heart problems, blood pressure issues, whether high or low, nervous disorders, fatigue, poor circulation, emotional stress, insomnia, arthritis, rheumatism, the kidney problems, and it's even good for help to prevent miscarriages. All right, so you can also use in conjunction to hawthorn is cayenne pepper, garlic, jasmine, lavender, rose, basil, sage, thyme, cilantro. Parsley is also good for a healthy heart. Marjoram can also be utilized. All right, so we want to be able to make sure that y'all understand there's other herbs too, but these are just the ones that I found in which that helps with each endocrine gland or chakra, Chakra. All right. The fifth chakra is, of course, the throat chakra, which is largely responsible for self-expression and communication. The herb here would be what is called red clover. All right, red clover. Now, when this chakra is clear, our speech becomes uplifting, wise, and we can communicate our intent clearly. In unimbalance or imbalance, throat chakra can lead to thyroid problems, laryngitis on the physical level, codependency on the emotional level, unclear thoughts on a mental level, insecurities on a spiritual level. So we often speak without thinking and have trouble expressing ourselves in an authentic way. It is also responsible for nervousness, fear, and anxiety. So red clover blossoms assist in allowing a free flow of communication and self-expression. Red clover is an excellent blood purifier. It benefits the entire bodily system. It has been known to restore fertility. It is especially good to calm the nerves and ease arthritis, rheumatism, and bronchitis. It heals. It helps to heal skin problems such as acne, boils, psoriasis, as well as also breaking down growth, tumors, cancers. Right? There's a study that was conducted at the University of Maryland Medical Center, which showed that in conjunction with red clover, lemon balm is capable of healing several ailments, including thyroid conditions. All right, eucalyptus oil is beneficial as an oil for decongestion. Simply rubbing a few drops of the oil on the throat will help. Other herbs and spices that can help with the throat chakra is colt's foot, peppermint, spearmint, sage, pink Himalayan salt, and lemongrass. All right, so keep those in mind. Now, the sixth chakra, which we refer to as the third eye, is associated with intuition and the pineal gland, in particular the pituitary gland here, as it connects to the pineal gland. All right, so when this chakra is blocked, we tend to lack in imagination and intuition, resulting in poor decision making and self-deception. All right. Physically, the third eye weakness may manifest as an ear or eye problem, headaches, migraines, insomnia, or even nightmares. Now, eye bright is the herb here that you will want to use. There's others such as mint and jasmine that are herbs that can be used to open the third eye, or what is called the sixth chakra. All right, so eye bright helps to see both the light and darkness as part of the whole, and is used to cure eye problems. All right, it stimulates the liver to cleanse the blood. It has also been used for all kinds of eye ailments, and has been known to improve the eyesight by strengthening the eyes. All right, so it may also be taken as a tea internally, as well as used as an eye wash externally. All right, it is also being used for allergies, high fever, cataracts, glaucoma, vision problems such as far and near eyesight, blood cleansing, diabetes, digestive disorders, like I said earlier, liver stimulants, memory, and etc. Now, along with eye bright, mint has also been found useful in curing depression, migraines, and memory loss. It has also increased connectivity between the mind and the body. So these herbs and spices can energize and heal any imbalance in the third eye. All right, now not just eye bright and mint, but also juniper, mugwort, which is also wormwood. All right, rosemary, lavender, all right, has been used. All right, and here's the last one, which is the seventh chakra, which is connected to universal divine energy. All right, this chakra is associated with wisdom, enlightenment, and transformation, transcendation or transcendence. All right. When our crown chakra is cleansed and open, we experience divine union and cosmic love. you know. However, if there's problems in that area, then a person can develop Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, um, dementia, memory loss, um, strokes, dizziness, etc., etc. All right. So the herb here to use is ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba. All right. Now, lavender flowers and lotus flower also assist in opening and activating the seventh chakra. Lavender brings in alignment with the divine wisdom on a daily basis and is actually a popular herb for enhancing meditation. While lotus leaves and stem are widely used by the Japanese and Chinese in their cuisine, as every part has its own set of benefits. But in this particular part, lotus plant is actually used to activate the 1,000 lotus petals of the seventh chakra. All right, so when our crown chakra is cleansed and open, we experience this divine union and cosmic love. But it also, our unique frequency is in tune with the cosmic muse or orchestra. All right, we know that ginkgo increases oxygen and blood circulation flow to the brain and other extremities. All right, so it helps to eliminate stress. All right, and it prevents strokes, it prevents impotency. All right, so we're looking at the qualities here of these herbs. Lavender is one of the best also for the seventh chakra, as it works well actually on all the chakras. All right, so this is what we want to say about those particular herbs. You can go to my website, www.dralimelbey.com. That's www.dralimelbey.com. And you can go to our ancestral herbal blends. All right, we have CR, which is cancer remedy. We have HBP, which is high blood pressure. We have SP, which is stroke prevention. We have DF, which is diabetes formula. We have BB, which is the brain blend. We have NT, which is the nerve tonic. We have MR, which is the mucus remover. We have WL, which is the weight loss. We have BC, which is the blood cleanser. All right. And we have other herbs such as the Tantra man, which is TM. We have TW, which is the Tantra woman. We have MP, which is the miracle pregnancy. We have MO, or Mo cleanse. We also have antennas, which is good for the hair. We also have worm away, which get rid of the parasites and negative bacteria. We have chi power, which is excellent for overall health and longevity. All right. And we have eye bright, which is excellent for the brain, the eyes, digestive system, liver, etc., etc. So please go to www.dralimelbey.com to our herbal section, ancestral herbs. I am, as I showed in the beginning, a master herbalist. I was trained at the Emmanuel Bible College and Herbal Academy under a great metaphysician. All right, as well as also I was taught by Dr. Paul Gauss, who was one of the top herbalists in the world. All right, so please support us, and we want to say peace and love to everyone, and we out.